This week on Channel 8 News, we'll be taking a look at a clothesline display in honor of survivors of different forms of assault, an organization helping military students and veterans transition from their line of service, a mock interview day for helping students gain experience for job interviews, and more. Your Channel 8 News starts right now. Thank you for tuning in to Channel 8 News. I'm Courtney Rowe. Over the course of this month, we have seen how the students and faculty here at Northwest have shown their support for those affected by sexual assault, as well as how the Green Dot program has held multiple events in order to spread awareness and help prevent future occurrences. With the month of October just creeping around the corner, the Green Dot program, along with the organization It's On Us, have already started planning new events in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. From October 1st to October 8th, there will be shirts just like this one hung all throughout Central Campus. And I spoke with Green Dot coordinator Ben Moran to tell us why.
The Clothesline project is a visual arts display. It was started in 1990 when a women's group in Massachusetts saw a statistic: 58,000 men died in the Vietnam War. 51,000 women in the United States that same year died of assault or violence by their own partners. Each shirt is uniquely made. Colors are different based on the different assault or violence that someone experiences. Each message is made uniquely by that survivor or by that ally. The goal is, it's right there. Let's talk about it.
Members of It's On Us, an organization on campus whose mission is to combat and bring awareness to sexual assault, have been diligently working to paint shirts for the project, each with their own personal message. Among those members is junior Alex Bayless.
For the Clothesline project, I decided to paint a shirt because I myself am a survivor of sexual assault. So I felt really connected to what the project stands for, the meaning behind it, and just the mission that Northwest has to bring it here.
My goal with this project is to raise awareness for the fact that assault and violence are happening. Reality is most assaults and most violence won't get reported, at 2 out of every 3. One of my favorite shirts in this project says, "I hope that my story will inspire others to tell theirs." The goal is to have people start talking about this and be part of that solution and not part of that problem.
People that are survivors or allies, they should and deserve to have a sense of community and people in their corner advocating for them, especially when they're at school, especially on college campuses. Not enough people are talking about it, and that needs to change. There needs to be a solution, and there is a solution, but we need to get there.
If you would like to get involved and be a part of that solution, shirts are being accepted up until October 1st.
You can make whatever message you want. You can make your own shirt and be part of this, and we want you to. Because together, we can start to make a change and make a campus that says, we don't accept violence. It's a no tolerance here.
With stories that matter to you, this has been Courtney Rowe with Channel 8 News. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at how the Student Veterans Association is helping military students and veterans, a meeting with the International Students Organization, and more. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Courtney Rowe. Before we move on to our next segment, I'd like to take a second and welcome the newest member and co-host to the Channel 8 News crew, Alexis Kunert.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm glad to be here. On September 22nd, the Student Veterans Association held an event outside the J.W. Jones Student Union to promote and show their support for military students and veterans here on campus and around the world with adjusting to their new lives after returning home from their line of duty. Kenzie Denning has more on the story.
On Wednesday, September 22nd, the Student Veterans Association here on campus hosted Home of the Brave. The organization recognizes Northwest service members and veterans who are in need of the support to help their transition from military service to civilian life. I sat down with Thomas Goldstein, who is the coordinator for this event.
Well, the process all started with me just talking to my advisor, Monica, in her office, and it just came to me as a veteran myself. You know, one thing that really hits home is our 22 veteran suicides a day. So I figured, being Mental Health Awareness Month, it'd be a great idea to set up an event to bring mental health awareness, suicide prevention, as well as bring it to light the 22 veteran suicides a day. So with that, I started all the planning process, spoke with my executive board and got the ball rolling with that, and it's turned into a big deal, bigger than I thought it was going to. The SVA got its name from our very first advisor, Brady Willis, used to be a transfer advisor, also an Army veteran himself. He actually gave me the idea my first semester here, spring of 2020, right before COVID hit, that Student Veterans of America, which is a national headquarters for student veterans. So I looked more into them and found out we could become a chapter, and I set out to do that. It also just happened to be a class project that I was working on as well, so it literally came to fruition and became a reality for me.
After talking with Thomas, I talked with another organizer, Courtney Andreessen, who is the secretary and treasurer for the organization.
This event was first thought of by our president, TJ. We all immediately got really excited about it because we want to do anything we can to get involved within the community and kind of get our name out there, but also raise awareness to this issue.
The Student Veterans Association held the Home of the Brave event in hoping to raise awareness for the veterans who couldn't keep the fight in them to get through the transition from their service to civilian life. This has been Kenzie Denning with Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Kenzie. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion here on campus has held many events in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, from movies, key speakers, and more. On Thursday, September 23rd, the International Students Organization here on campus gathered together to learn more about the Hispanic culture. Uhoman April Moltok has more on the story.
It's Hispanic Heritage Month, and members of the International Students Organization here at Northwest Missouri State University gathered together on Thursday, the 23rd of September, to celebrate the value of Hispanic voices. Just like their usual meetings, it's held in room 250 on the second floor of the library. They played games to better learn about Hispanic countries, and it was a fun time for all.
Joined here in the beginning of 2020 when I came to Northwest, and then I joined the executive board the following August, and then I was treasurer for a year, and then now I'm the president. And it's just been awesome to get to know all the international students and learn about new cultures. This is our first semester in person after COVID, so we're trying to get back to the events we used to have every year. So this fall we're gonna try to go to a pumpkin patch and take international students with us. We do have the culture talks every month where someone presents about a country. And we usually also have an annual international student dinner. So we have dishes from different countries, and that's usually on the spring semester though, so next semester, and we're just gonna plan things as we go.
I know that we were discussing having a cultural talk coming up on Nigeria, and hopefully we'll be able to continue with that for the rest of the semester, but looking at different countries where we have students represented on campus. And then there's also the global coffee conversation hours with the international office that should be coming up as well.
For more information on upcoming events, please check the school websites. For the stories that matter to you, I have been Uhuman April Moltok.
Thanks, Uhoman. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the Family Weekend 5K running event, along with the mock interview day where students could gain experience and tips when interviewing for their future occupations, so don't go away.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Courtney Rowe.
And I'm Alexis Cooner.
This past weekend, Northwest hosted many different events in honor of Family Weekend. In fact, one event managed to really get people's blood moving and showed their support for the student athletes here on campus. Chase Chambers attended the event and talked to Kelly Quinlan, who came out to show her support for the Bearcat Athletics program.
5K participant Kelly Quinlan runs to show her support of student athletes all around Northwest.
Well, really just to support people and to be a part of the, Family Day weekend and to be a part of Bearcats. The whole atmosphere is awesome, and this group of people, the Northwest Athletic Training students and staff, are just amazing, and they do a great job and work their tails off for our Bearcat student athletes every single day. I mean, the hours that they put in, it's just a great organization to support, and so that's why I come out and do it.
Quinlan uses her love for support and running as motivation to finish the race.
What motivated me to finish the race was really just, it's a beautiful day and I love to run. And so if I can get out and get that done and then start off my weekend right, that's the way to go. My daughter came out and ran with me, which was awesome. And so to show her that how important it is to be fit and to get out and to stay active and take care of your body, I think that that's a really important reason to get out and do this.
For stories that matter to you, this has been Chase Chambers with KNWT Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Chase. On Wednesday, September 22nd, Career Services hosted an event at Hughes Fieldhouse, where students were given the ability to meet with real employers one-on-one. This helped them gain helpful tips and experience for when they interview for future jobs after graduation. Lauren Adams has more on the event.
Career Services hosted a mock interview day on Wednesday, September 22nd at the Hughes Fieldhouse. The event was designed to help students practice and get advice on their interview skills. Around 30 employers came to the event to help Northwest students.
It's a 30-minute interview for the students. 20 minutes of that is actually questions and answers from the employer, and then 10 minutes is feedback. We have an assessment sheet that they go through with them and fill out. A lot of our classes require students to do this, so if they're required, we have a spot for them, but then sometimes students just want to do it to get better at interviews as well.
Career Services also holds other events throughout the year to help students.
So last week we had speed networking, where we did have about 11 employers and about 30 students, and they came and they did introductions in a pretty quick and informal sort of round robin sort of speed dating style. And then next week will be Career Day, and for Career Day we do have about 150 employers going to show up here in the Hughes Fieldhouse as well, and we welcome everyone to come in, dress nicely, come impress the employers. They're really looking for people to come help out. We're really a place for you to come in and kind of practice those skills so that when you need to use them, you have the confidence, I think, to be able to go out and then do that on your own.
Northwest students Lauren Moss and Isabel Roberts appreciate the opportunity to attend events such as this one.
I definitely think that others should come to this event. It's just a really great experience to get more experience of what it's going to look like in the real world and how to get into whatever you're going into.
It's really important because, we can feel really prepared to take on the real world someday.
For the stories that matter to you, this has been Lauren Adams with KNWT Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, that's all the time we have here for Channel 8 News. Be sure to stay in tune every Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. right here at KNWT Channel 8.
Or you can find us on our YouTube page at KNWT TV. From all of us here at Channel 8 News, I'm Courtney Rowe.
And I'm Alexis Cooner.
And have a great night.